Alright. That should finish my pre-recording JoJo poses to hype myself up. Let's rock. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan, also known as Ryman, and this is Katawa Shoujo. It's been a while since I've played this particular game. My videos seem to have slowed and the amount that I usually like to pump out. I apologize, folks. Work has been getting more and more busy. You know, I'm sure a lot of you know and understand. I'll try to make up for that in the future. But for now, I've kept you all waiting for the next installment for this game long enough. Let's continue. Last time we joined our hero, we were assaulted by a naked man in the shower. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. Other than, like, ambushing him, you know, with a bar of soap and a sock and using that as a flail, I'm not sure how we're going to be able to do this. I'm very old school with my vengeance, folks. But right now, I have to get to class. We're in a hurry. I don't even have time to put the toast in my mouth as I run down the sidewalk. I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting alone here for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. Yeah, I'll give you that. The combination of fatigue, frustration, and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of my desk. Really? Oh man, I kind of would have liked to see that. I would have laughed my ass off at you, Hasao. I would have asked if you were alright, but I first would have, taken enjoyment out of your pain. Rubbing my forehead, I realized that this is a good reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early. Eventually, I hear a tapping noise outside in the hallway, and Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. She's not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako. Lilly stops at the door, looking hesitant, as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. Is she a vampire? I forget a lot of details about this game, but if the twist is that this is a high school for the paranormal, I will consider this the greatest fucking video game ever produced by man. Oh, I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord, though. Not a vampire. Alright. Oh wait, unless someone had already invited her into the room before. The theory's still alive. After straightening her skirt and shirt collar as if it was importance to look prime when entering our classroom. So if we remain quiet, will she think no one's here? Excuse me? She calls into the quiet room with a probing, delicate voice. I realize the silence might unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. You're missing some prime pranking opportunities, Hasao, but I'm going to let you off the hook this time. Good morning, Lilly. Hasao? Good morning. I didn't hear you come in. I've been here. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely. If I were to tell too big a lie now, it would sink in. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bell rings, or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. It's strange, but I think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. Probably probably pulling the prank that I would have pulled. Not hating on you, Lily. It's harmless fun. I shouldn't have gotten up so early today, I guess.
You're chastising yourself for doing something that other people should? Punctuality is a good thing. I think so anyway.
Bullshit, I hate getting up early. Ugh. It's a very... here's not Lily. Blech.
It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon.
That's me doing a oh no face.
And today is the deadline for the event registration, budget reports, and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that's why it's so quiet today.
I don't even have to look down at the fucking subtitles to know that's Misha. No one else in this story bursts into a room. Gotta work the Misha voice again. Hi! Fuck me, man. Misha pops into the room with Shizune as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lilly visibly flinch. Hi, Shan! Hi. Ellipses. Look, it's the class representative. Hello. Lilly smiles, probably amused by Misha's or Shizune's use of the word look.
Good morning.
Ellipses. Of course, you're not the representative of this class, right? Right?
I'm not.
Lilly seems a little more guarded in her answers to Shizune than she was with me the other day. I guess they really don't get along at all. Then I realize that Lilly might actually not know Shizune is present, and she's trying to detect whether or not she is, to know who she's talking to. If Misha is there, I'm going to assume there's a good 98.2% chance Shizune is right beside her. For all she knows, she's talking to Misha. But knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might expect Shizune being the only one who actually talks. Damn, how complicated. I decide to help Lilly out, for my own peace of mind more than anything else. You're here early, Shizune. Ellipses. You were here even earlier than us! Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Why is she getting angry? Does she feel emotions on Shizune's behalf too? It wouldn't shock me. It's not that weird though, that Shizune didn't like my little comment. It's true, I was here earlier than them, so me saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as something. Especially to Shizune, who doesn't have the benefit of hearing tone to gauge intent. Ugh. Reading is hard. Shut up. Before I can start weighing whether or not I should apologize, Shizune has already moved on. Ellipses! Class rep, it's good thing you're here. We have to talk. Ellipses. The festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed in their project budget reports for their events. Even the first years, except you.
There is still time to hand it in, isn't there?
Ellipses. Oh no. The music went away. With this face, shit's gonna go down, isn't it? There's gonna be a cripple cat fight. Is that in the budget for this game?
today! God damn it, Skype the message, get off the screen! I'm trying to read! The deadline is today! You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I'd have all the necessary paperwork days ago. But someone had to say the deadline, and please extend it! Yes, that was me. Planning something on this scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to expect a whole class to work out such a complex issue completely. Ellipses! Do you want to know what's harder than distributing the funds for one class event? Handling the same amount for every class in the school and then some. The one who does that is me! Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands upright. Wow, she is really getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused, though, because she can't see it. Hey, Shizune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. I can crank out miracles in a short time frame next to a deadline. That's just me, though. Please, Hisao, it's all right. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a bit conflicted that I might not think she can take care of it herself. If this is about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I've forgotten about it. I understand how important it is. Ellipses. Then, can I have it, please? Shizune, she might not have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked 2 students to take care of it for me. Students from my class. She emphasizes the last sentence, much to my surprise. She knows about Shizune and Misha's efforts to rope me into the student council? No? I didn't realize that was a question? I guess word must have gotten around, so now she's using me as ammo against Shizune. This just keeps getting better and better. I accept my role. Lily. Blind, potentially vampire lady. Bust out any crossbow you have and just load me on as a bolt. I will extend my hand out in a fist formation ready to be launched at the enemy. Artists, get to work on that. Oh, fuck you and your ellipses. I thought that was funny and cute. It was your responsibility. I'm starting to turn into Mountain Man with Misha. A budget report isn't something you can just be delegated away. As class rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This kind of disregard for proper procedure is really just terrible. They completed it, being capable of doing so. But the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologize on their behalf for getting sick. Okay. Although Misha misses Lily's little jab entirely, Shizune doesn't, and she seems torn between being offended by Lily daring and jumping for joy at the prospect of a challenge. Ellipses. Lily, don't they live here at the school? That's a 5-minute walk, you know. They could possibly have that prevent them from taking 5 minutes out of their busy lives to drop off something that would affect the enjoyment of their entire class. Lily opens her mouth to say something, but Shizune closes the gap between them and starts signing furiously, waving her hands around like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to lose her normal cheerful tone. The result is interesting and somewhat surreal. Ellipses! And what's with that attitude? I said it's not something you should be delegated away. Are you the class representative, aren't you? Tell me the names of those 2 students. They should have your job if you can't even handle something this simple yourself.
Okay, shit is about to go down.
One form isn't the full extent of what I am supposed to take care of.
Lily's tone is growing slightly impatient, but she is doing a good job of not letting Shizune see how unsubtle she is becoming. She's playing her cards close to her chest. Shizune, on the other hand, wraps her fingers cheerfully along the edge of her glasses, knowing Lily can neither hear nor see how excited she is.
Ellipses. Of course, you do so much, class rep. It must be so difficult being you.
Lily tightens her lips at Misha's words, clearly understanding the intent behind them, even though Misha delivers them without even a hint of sarcasm, which they were meant to have. Shizune and Lily don't like each other. You think? That much is clear, but this seems a little much. It seems like Lily has had enough and is ready to push back. Whoa! 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 Okay. Collect myself.
I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly that you can track me down to make sure I don't forget my own.
Whoa!
Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself.
This got turned up to fucking 12.
I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you.
You're right. The difference between us is like heaven and hell.
And it's not hard to guess which one you might represent.
Oh! This needs to be painted on the side of a van. If this is the splash art for a potential Katawa Shoujo fighting game, I will throw money at whoever's developing it. This is awesome. The air between them ripples with the heat of their enmity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore, though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation. And now we're back to this.
Ellipses. Hey, Shan, don't slack off either.
Why are you roping me into this? What are you talking about?
Ellipses. Aren't you taking part in the festival, hey, Shan? You are, aren't you? Then I hope you're going to do a lot more to make sure it goes smoothly than this person.
Why don't you, chop off the edge of my dick and give me a break? I don't think I've been here a week. I don't understand why she's saying something getting mad at me. Don't drag me into this, I've done my part. Or, hey, come on, cut me and Lily some slack. High fiving my boy Hisao for, fucking reading my mind again. I'm going with this one. I haven't been here a week, and she's fucking blind. Why don't you give us some fucking slack? Holy crap. Hey, I'm the new guy, remember? It's not like I could have done much even if I wanted to. I think I know, a total number of... Oh my god, how many people do I know in this school? And I'm supposed to be responsible for helping out put on a fucking festival? I mean, I could make a Russian roulette booth, but I can only do so much with such little time.
That's right. You shouldn't expect a transfer student to jump right in on his first week.
Lily taking my side feels oddly comforting, so I decide to back her up too. Lily, you got my back, girl. I know you can't see it, but it's there. And you have it. Yeah, you're being unreasonable with us both.
Ellipses. Excuses. Miss Claptrap had plenty of time to deal with her report. And we repeatedly offered you a position...
Offered me. Yeah, let's discuss that, shall we? You kind of try to force me.
We repeatedly offered you a position to help with the student council work, but you refused to commit yourself to making the festival a success. 'Cause I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but as I said back then, I'm not sure if... you know what? I don't have time for this right now. No matter what I do, it will mean being drawn into a confrontation with Shizune. And that is what she wants. Whatever. Forget it. I turn my back on them. And they're gone? Did I learn the secret to warding them off? Lily, class is going to be starting soon, so can we talk more later? I'll tell Hanako you were looking for her. I can feel Shizune freezing. Maybe this is the first time she's ever been ignored in such a blunt manner. Oh well.
Thank you, Hisao. I'll be leaving then.
She gives me the sweetest smile that I've seen all week and turns on her heels to make her exit. That made it all worthwhile. Yay, I feel good about myself now. As soon as Lily walks out the door, I suddenly start feeling reluctant about turning to face Shizune. Oh wait, that's right, I don't think she could actually leave. We're in the same class. No. I can feel her eyes burning into my back, and I can't bring myself to look at her. She must be furious. I keep expecting Misha to say something to alleviate the tension. But it is really a wanting too much. In the end, I go back to my seat and listen to the sound of Shizune's footsteps as she marches out of the room. She doesn't return until a few minutes before class. Whoa, that was awesome. I'm gonna keep going with this shit. This will be an extended little episode to make up for my lack of videos. Hanako doesn't come to the morning class at all, leaving her seat looking empty and lonely in the back of the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for her if I see her later. After the events of this morning, class is pretty boring in comparison. I turn the pages of my textbook lazily. I have a bit of catching up to do, despite trying to keep up with my studies at the hospital, but I'm not feeling that enthusiastic about it. The clock in the front of the room sounds unbearably loud. The teacher hasn't said anything in over 7 minutes, instead opting to cover the board in rows and rows of equations taken directly from the book. The rhythmic clashing of chalk on the blackboard seems to synchronize perfectly with the ticking of the clock. I start to copy down the equations just to pass the time, even though they are right there in the textbook. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry because I have nothing to do, so I stay for a while, reviewing what we covered in class today. I prefer to leave last anyway, so I don't have to deal with the crowding in the hallways. I know Shizune and Misha also stay behind, talking to someone from another class. Shizune is signing so fast that her hands make noises like swords cutting through the air. Maybe there is a pent of anger in there. Misha is trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear she could barely manage to even understand her. I put my head down. Whatever they are discussing, it looks like serious business, and I want no part. Shizune signs to the point where her wrists crackle, and Misha struggles to spit out in word form. Sometimes she trips over herself like she's dealing with tongue twisters, and then on top of that, she has to sign back anything the other girl says. Seems like a rough job. Oh crap, I think I actually feel bad for Misha right now. Whoa. Misha looks tired, like she's about to faint. Someone get her a glass of milk or something. Luckily for her, their business is soon finished and the girls sit down on their seats again. Oh no.
Wow! I'm so tired!
She's hanging her head limply on her desk, looking exhausted. I'll use the opportunity to reconcile with Shizune a bit, without getting roped into the student council thing again. though I suspect that door is closed for me. Festival preparations must be tough for you. Indeed, the people in the school seem to be taking the festival very seriously. Whenever I see people idling around before and after class, they're always talking about their plans for it. It's kinda neat to see everyone being so enthusiastic about it, I guess. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. Shizune scoffs at me at first, as if trying to decide whether to ignore or sneer at me, but in the end she starts signing without doing either. Misha perks up, looking at her hands with slightly unfocused eyes. Ellipses. Oh, she signs with harsh, heavy, dramatic strokes. Misha translates her signing into speech for me. She does it so well, it's almost like Shizune is actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly through Misha. She must have practiced it vigorously.
Well, of course. We're in the student council, you know, so we're pretty busy.
Ellipses.
It's an important duty of ours to ensure the success of the festival with all our strength.
Ellipses.
We would have done the same. We would shame ourselves in front of the student council generations if the festival were to fail.
If it were to fail, first of all, define fail. Like no one shows up? Like a party of orcs decide to rampage through it all and everyone who set it up has to kill themselves to reconcile for it? Ellipses.
That's why there must be no flaws.
The fuck was I talking about? Orcs? I've been fucking reading up too much Warhammer.
That's why there must be no flaws. I think that was encumbrances. No, nothing that might make the festival short of perfect.
Shizune's passionate speech and Misha's enacting are really oddly fitting of them.
Oh, hello.
Whoa. Okay. Hello, Hanako. I wasn't expecting that. I look over my shoulder and see Hanako appearing timidly into the classroom. Most of her body is hidden behind the door. And then Misha comes in for the kill.
Hey, playing delinquent again?
Hanako blushes hard at Misha's straightforward jab, even if it was only in jest.
Ellipses.
Oh, wow, she actually shrunk away further off screen. Oh, Shizune stares at her provingly, causing Hanako to look down and start backing away to the point where only her fingers can be seen wrapped nervously around the edge of the door. Maybe she's showing her dislike of Hanako by association of her dislike of Lilly. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well. What is it, Hanako?
Has Lilly been here?
Sorry, haven't seen Satu. She came by this morning, though.
Hanako keeps looking uneasily at Shizune, who stares back at her with her usual studying gaze. What is she trying to do? Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away, and she is intimidating enough as it is, so I can only imagine how terrified Hanako would be. I kind of want to, step in between them now, because this seems mean. It is a little uncomfortable watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behavior. This is what happens when two people of different extremes meet, it seems.
Do you know where she is?
Ellipses.
If she has any sense in her head, she's in her classroom, working on their festival project. But who knows where that woman is loitering at?
You need to find her? She was looking for you in the morning, but I guess you must have missed each other. She waits a little without answering the simple question, looking awfully like she's not sure if it's proper to answer such a question.
Yeah.
I can come with you, if that's okay. Hanako nods fractionally, still on guard, her shoulders stiff like wood. I get the feeling that she might be more comfortable by herself after all, but it is too late to back off now. She has this really troubled expression she seems to wear almost constantly, one that makes me constantly be on guard myself. I wonder why. I kind of understand why she always seems to be so wary, or maybe more like why there could be a person like her. But I still have no idea how I should act around such a person. It's dinner time soon. Were you planning to eat with Lilly? She nods slightly. She must be English rhyme. So she must have been trying to get into the cafeteria. Well, there's something of a dinner crowd, just like the cafeteria is crowding during lunch. It's not as bad because dinner time is longer than lunch hour, but I can understand why Hanako could be discouraged from going in. I pick up my bag and we take our leave. Hanako skips a little to meet my initial pace, so I slow down to match her speed. You know what? I think I might end this here for now, folks. This was intense. That is a word. But when we return, Hanako and I are going to embark upon our quest to find where the hell Lilly went off to. Until then, folks, work, exit button. Work. Work. There we go. Hello, Hanako. Until then, I hope you guys have a beautiful evening or day whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys next time. Adios.